Hi everyone, Rebecca here from One Fantastic Find. I wanted to give you a quick overview of how I'm using my version 2.1 with a 2.2 add-on feature for the DIYFish inserts. In addition, I wanted to show how I use them for personal as well as for business in a personal size Filofax, because I hear a lot of people complain that they can't seem to get everything in on a personal size planner. And I'm here to tell you it can be done. It just depends on, I guess, the size of your writing and what you're willing to accommodate. So the version 2.1 inserts, I wanted to show, number one, how I'm using them, as well as what are the tools that I use with it every day. So I went back to last week's, I wanted to show you last week's inserts first. So let me turn the page here. Okay, so this was last week's inserts. On the monthly pages, I was just ticking off the days. I used market dots to indicate holidays or travel, business travel, birthdays, you name it. So major things for the day, right? Not a timed event, really. However, after this week, I made some new labels, which I'll explain in just a second. And so I added those in as well. Then, as you can see, last week I was also using a stencil to outline my travel, and I used, I got these from the Hobonichi planner store, and they have different different stencils on them. Like here's a plain. Okay, so I used the plain stencil and put travel for those 2 days. And I had a doctor's appointment, but I canceled it because I had to travel that day. And then I was using these stamps from, actually, I think those were stamps too, from Studio L2E. And that was great. I don't think there was really that much bleed through with the ink that I was using. And I don't even remember which ink I was using, to be honest with you. And I liked it. So I'm keeping track of some Weight Watchers meals that I'm on as well. There's some birthdays mixed in here as well. But as you can see, I labeled each column. So appointments are my work schedule. Monday through Friday is listed. And I always kind of put a sticker here. I got these stickers from a DIYFish life mapping Facebook group. And I printed them on sticker paper, some of them on sticker paper. The other ones are just on plain regular paper, and I have them cut out already. And I will use either the removable, or not the removable, but the permanent tape that you can, the roller tape that you can use to kind of like just swipe the back of it and stick it on. Or I'll slide it through the sticker maker. I think it's Zircon or something, or Xyron sticker maker. Anyway, so I always put a sticker on my Saturday and Sunday for the work column, because obviously, well, I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. So my Monday through Friday schedule is here listed, and I have the times of my appointments listed and the event name of the appointment. Then in the middle, I have things to do, as well as reminders. Mostly they're personal related, okay? And then the meals and birthdays, as I already described. Now, in the middle section is where the weekly chart goes. This is where I put my weekly to-dos for work. And rarely do I have a personal on here. Now, I did put a couple of personal items on here for the purpose of, because I was going to be traveling. And I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get it done while I was on the road. So I put them there just in case I wouldn't forget. And then the dots indicate that I worked on it or that it was completed, and then arrows indicate that I had to push it forward. What I did do was I ended up going through each of these at the end of the week, and anything that didn't get a dot next to it, I pushed it. Previously, I would put like an R for a recurring item. This indicated that it was pushed forward. Normally, I would put a 1 or a 2, depending on how many weeks it's been pushed forward. And these are follow-up items, F for follow-up. Again, pushed forward. And there's a follow-up too, but I didn't have a little F stamp with me. So anyway, and then on the back of this little flip page is where I keep the next week's shopping list. So when something comes up, I write it on here. I take it out of the planner and stick it to the front when I'm out grocery shopping. So that's how that little sticker thing comes into place. During the week, I use this paper clip, and I paper clip this down into place. Plus, it makes it for an easy bookmarker. Then, on the back side of this, on this particular week, I had just put some stickers here to make notes of stuff. So this was notes for the meeting that I was going to New York for, and move notes because I'm getting ready to buy a house. And then my shopping list goes there. I'm going to fold this in. This is the back of next week's paper, so I'm going to show that to you in a second. Then the monthly chart. The monthly chart, I look at it as those items that need to be done not every week. They're not a recurring thing, or they would be on my weekly chart, right? This is, and it can be on here if it's a weekly thing too, but these are obviously recurring items. So at the top, I have my bills. In the middle, I'm getting ready to move, so I'm breaking things down into smaller chunks that I can manage during the day. So in between work and stuff like that, I can slip this in. So tomorrow, I hand wrote in books, etc., and you'll see that in just a second. And then at the bottom, I record when my communications and my July technology release happens and when they're due by, and that's related to my work schedule. I used, again, these stencils, specifically the little X, to put the X marks in here. I don't typically, color code. I did on that day. I don't know why, but okay, so flipping to this week. So as I mentioned earlier, I got a hankering to make some new labels. So in a previous video, I showed how I made these removable and repositionable labels that I stuck to a plastic fly leaf, and I can just take them on and off as needed. They include, these are things that were a holiday or an event, like an all-day event, like a party or you know, these are places that I have to go. These are food dishes, and then work related and, you know, financial related kind of stuff goes down here. So that, as you can see, I have some already on this week's list, and I put little grooves in here so I could quickly move this from week to week, and I'm just flipping it in here wherever. But here's this week. So work on the left, like I said, personal in the middle, and since my meal planning has been moved to that 2.2 add-on, I whited out the top, and it says Bible social media, but I haven't started that yet because I'm still involved with the move, so I should white that out and make it something else. But going forward, I want it to be a regular column for a specific item, and I just haven't found the groove of what's going to go in that specific column, because I have a separate Filofax for Bible study, and I need to get back into my social media and my YouTube channel, etc. So it's one way of kind of nudging me back into gear. So as you can see, again, the left side has my work schedule at the times. I put another sticker there. And then in the middle section, I put some to-dos, and I check them off as I do them. And then I have the stickers that are removable, and I can then move to another area. So as I mentioned before, these monthly to-do items, what I did was pick a few and then actually put them on that left column there, or excuse me, right column, where it says shoes, books, china cabinet, and suits, etc. So those are the things I have to pack up. Then you'll see that I have my trash recycling day here, but again, this is removable and I just move it to next week. Reminders to do my blog and film another YouTube video for someone. I have a vet appointment, and this is my date night sticker. So I did put a little sticker on the top of here that says today in bright pink so I could see it. And then these are my tasks. Now, the one difference that I have, by the way, some ink got on here, so I used whiteout to hide the smudge. I don't know where it came from, but I haven't been using, as you notice, my little forward icons yet. I don't know if I want to change that up or not and make it more bullet related. And then at the bottom, I put some to-do items that aren't specific for a specific day personally, but need to get done. So, for example, I got my passport photos done, but I still need to reschedule the allergy appointment. But I need to get a chest X-ray before I do that. So that's already on my list. So, and then how this differs. By the way, there's a paper clip because it's holding the allergies doctor's business card to the back of it. And this is the beginning of next week's, or excuse me, this is the beginning of this week's weekly chart, which is this page. But because I ordered that addendum or that add-on section, which is the menu planner, that came on the back of this page. So I just put it right behind this one. Now going forward, in upcoming weeks, the weekly chart has the menu planner on it, but I had already started it and I just didn't want to rewrite my to-dos from here and put them on here. So I just left it, and I'll probably just paper clip them together like so. Anyway, but as I mentioned, I'm trying to track my Weight Watchers and menu planning. So I'm starting to document what I'm eating during the day. And over on the right-hand side, I'm going to either track exercise down that list, things that I've done that are exercise related, and or put recipe ideas, things that I want to try that sound good for Weight Watchers. So that's how I'm going to use that. Now I have this other sheet. It's just an extra weekly chart, and I just put the Fly Lady Weekly on it, and I listed out all the things that you do for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I want to laminate it and then use a little dry erase marker to mark them off when they're done. And that way I can move this from week to week as well. So I don't need to actually track it on this every month. I can just move this every week. So we'll see. On the back of this is just a few notes about my move. Remember, I did put those notes back here, but now that the page is turned, I can't really take it with me. So I decided to put some of those move notes back here because this is going to end up following me to the next week, stuff like that. Whenever I find a website I want to check out, I'll, this is related to my move. I put the website address down there so I can check it out later. And then it moves you to the next week. So this folds inside of here until I get to it. Now, as you can see, there's nothing on here. I don't fill anything out. Well, actually, my work schedule I filled out, but let's look at the next week after that. I typically don't put anything on the work schedule until the Friday before. I did it last night because I just got those new inserts, and I was kind of playing with the carry forward kind of stuff. Events that need to be taken care of that I know about, like I have somebody calling me about the move for the house. I have a bill due, etc. And then some birthdays. Because remember, this is where birthdays and meals went before. So those are already pre-filled in, but, you know, and I think they go, you know, they might be pre-filled in for, you know, other months, because if I knew them, I would have put them. And as you can see, there's my sticker for the car dues, like registration card. I put it there just to remind me. so that when I get to that week, I can move the sticker onto that week, and it'll remind me that my car registration is due. Help me with bill planning as well. So that's how I use the version 2.1 with an add-on of 2.2, the menu planner. Like I said, I use these Hobonichi stencils. I don't know if they're in stock, but I know that they sell them on Etsy as well. So just kind of do a stencil search on Etsy and you'll come across these same ones. I use a Pilot friction pen. This is the Biz style. It's a metal and it's retractable. I like that. I don't want to have to take a cap off and put it on the end. The eraser is actually underneath the cap over here, and I like that. The only problem is you could technically lose the cap, but it wouldn't take away from the pen, I don't think, in my opinion. But I love this pen because it is erasable, and it refills with regular standard friction pen refills. So I can have any size friction ink in here, meaning size 7, size 5, size 0.38 or whatever they are. Anyway, so I always use a blue or a blue-black ink, and then I use this pink pen. It is by Uniball to mark off my monthly pages. I store my extra pens in my Gillio pen case. It's a leather case, and it holds up to, gosh, maybe 10 or 15 pens. It's very, very soft. Oh, I love this pen case. And then I also carry around some extra pens. I can't even read it from here. It is a Pilot High-Tech C Meka pen, I think, or Mesa. A Pentel Sunburst medium gel white pen, and those I use because I will use white ink on my black Post-it notes, and it really makes it stand out. So, good pen. The Pro Plus or Pro Plus Uni highlighter, it has a highlighter on both sides, so you've got the wide end there, and then a smaller highlighter pen on the end. Highly recommend those. My 3-way pen from Cross, it's got a pencil, a black lead, and a red ink in here. And it tells you what color is in there. So this is the red one, etc. And then this is the rollerball or ballpoint pen that came with the, it just rolls up, came with the Gillio. It writes pretty smooth. I like it. And then I also use my, this is ground leather case to store extras. This is my all-time favorite pen right now. It's the Cross pen, but it has a felt tip ink. And then at the top there, I have just a black Sharpie, a Coletto pen with blue, black, green, and red. I have some paper clips and a pencil sharpener and eraser in here, a card about who to contact in an emergency, extra cables, phone, chargers, etc. And then I have extra pens in here. Now normally I wouldn't carry this around with me. I work from home, so I don't have to really leave the house. This is I think it's a Schaefer. Can't read it. It's a Parker fountain pen, fine point. Very nice. A Faber-Castell Perfect Pencil with a built-in sharpener on the head of this. So you just take it out and sharpen. I love that. And then another Pro Plus Uni highlighter in yellow. I have it in red and blue as well. And then on the back stores a Hobonichi and a 53 pen. It's a digital stylus that goes with an app. And then this is ground sketchbook. I haven't written in it yet, but that's what I use on a daily basis to update my planner. I don't always use every single pen or do everything with all of these, but it's nice to have them handy. So if you have any questions about my setup or would like to leave a comment, feel free. And until next time, have a great day, guys. Bye.